Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Please let me know. Is everybody fine? Is everybody great, guys? Please let me know. Did you had a productive day today, guys? Did you had a productive day today? Please let me know. Did you had a productive day? Did you start learning something, practicing something, doing something in today's class? Please let me know, guys. See, every day fix up your timing for practicing coding. If you're not doing that, then there is something wrong that is happening. You guys are in college, you're not working anymore. Even in college as well, whatever assignments are there and everything, even I know, even you know that you're going to take it up from your own friend. Do not be the first person who is going to create that. Again, your assignments don't count in your placements. Your CGPA is not that important for your placements. Your knowledge is, your skill set is. So if you are not working upon your knowledge, your skill set, no matter if you are having 10 CGPA as well in college, do not expect any kind of placements from that. No company looks at your college certificate or your CGPA for your placements. They only look at whether you are having the right skill set or not. If you are having that, you guys can join the company. If you are not having that, please keep on working. When it comes to your like skill set as well, there are so many of you guys must have given JEE mains and JEE advanced exam, right? Many of you guys might have given JEE mains and advanced exam, or maybe some other examination, competitive examination, to get into a particular college. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. You must have given a particular competitive exam to get into a particular college. Am I right, guys? Yes. So when you went to give that exam, it had a particular syllabus, right? That okay, you will get questions from PCM, that is physics, chemistry, maths. You will have a particular type of questions that will be asked in the examination. That is an MCQ based examination itself. There will be a +4, -1 marking system that will be there. Your exam will be on a particular date at a particular time, and so on and so forth. So when it comes to placements as well, actually there's a fixed syllabus that is there. There is some fixed questions as well that might come into your exams, and even for the interviews as well. Please try to understand it. No company directly gives an interview to you guys. Not anymore. Millions of people are applying to these companies, and the competition has got tough because now people are not just applying from CSE or IT. They're applying from ECE, civil, chemical, mechanical, electrical. They're applying from commerce. They're applying from mathematics. They're applying for, so for example, even we had a student from maritime engineering, merchant navy, who got placement into Amazon. We have students joining us from cook, that is they were into culinary things itself, that is they were basically learning in hospitality. They got their placements into Walmart. So please try to understand this, that the competition has got tough. The positions are still available, the companies are still hiring, but the competition, that is the number of people applying for the same job, and the quality of these kids has increased by a long shot. So if you want to guarantee a placement, you also have to practice, you also have to study hard. Now, some people ask me this question, how many hours should I spend coding on a daily basis? I saw this particular question in the live chat as well, I guess. That how many hours should I spend coding? The question is actually very wrong. What do you understand by coding? What are you practicing right over there? Are you practicing projects? Are you practicing maybe a programming language? Are you practicing maybe a particular data structures, algorithms, competitive programming? So for each and every one of these topics, the amount of input that you have to give, the amount of dedication that you have to give is actually different. For example, a particular person, so let's assume I know English, I know Hindi, I know French, a little bit of German, I know a little bit of Sanskrit, I know a little bit of Marathi, and a little bit of Bihari. That is what I know. I know seven languages itself. Knowing seven language, is that going to help me get into IIT Bombay? What do you think about it? Knowing these seven languages, will I be able to get into IIT Bombay, guys? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Knowing these seven languages, will I be able to get into IIT Bombay? No, right? Because it's not required, it's irrelevant. I have to be good in physics, I have to be good in chemistry, I have to be good in maths, all three of them. And not just be good at it. An astrophysicist or a nuclear physicist will not be able to compete into JEE mains and advanced. Why? Because his chemistry is weak. He has not practiced the type of questions that are going to be coming in the examination itself. He will not be able to cross it. In a similar manner, when you guys are also practicing, for example, how many programming languages should I know to get into a particular company? What do you think is the answer to this particular question? I want to know it from you. How many programming languages should I know to get into a particular company, guys? What do you think, guys? Please let me know. What do you think, guys? Please let me know. Somebody saying 5 programming language. Somebody saying 1 programming language. Any other answers? 2 programming languages. 1 but strong. 3. 5 to 6. 3. Okay. Minimum 3. 6 programming languages. Okay. So does anybody wants to write 100 as well? So I don't know about that. The actual answer to this particular question is very simple. It's not 1. It's not 5. It's actually just 2. Just 2 programming languages you have to learn. Not 1, not 3, just 2. In these 2 programming languages, 1 programming language you have to do for data structures, algorithms, and competitive programming. And the other programming language you have to do for your domain topic of choice. Because your syllabus actually is data structure, algorithms, competitive programming, and 1 domain topic. That is your syllabus for your placements. Now, how much time should you give to that? A programming language, if you're giving any more than 10 hours, if you're giving to learning a programming language, you are actually wasting your time, because programming languages do not matter a lot. What matters is data structures and algorithms. What matters is competitive programming. What matters is the projects that you have done in your by using your domain language of choice. What matters is the internships that you have done. To do that, if you're just stuck at the programming language, you are never going to reach that level. 10 hours of any one programming language with practice is more than sufficient to go to the next level. Getting stuck on a programming language is one of the worst kinds of hells that you can be in, because you're not learning anything actually. You're just wasting your time. Try to make sure that you guys are actually following what is the norms for placements, because see, it's fun to learn programming languages. For me, it was not. It was fun for coding for some people. For me, it was not. I really hated programming from the bottom of my heart. But I understood one thing. If I want to earn a little bit money, I want to get into a good job, I want to buy a house, I want to have a nice car, I have to learn programming, because that is where freshers can earn the most. And I did that. It's only based on hard work. See, there are some people with talent. There are some people with not a lot of talent. So one of those people was me. But with time, I was able to understand one thing. Even if you don't have talent, even if you don't have knowledge, if you are ready to work hard, if you are ready to put in the hours, you will excel much more faster and much more better than the person with talent. It's the same story as the rabbit and the turtle. The tortoise was able to win in the race because he was hardworking, he was persistent. Even though the rabbit had the talent, natural ability itself. But when people have natural abilities, they take it for granted. So think about it on how you want to perceive your future. You want to look at your future from a very good perspective. I'm at a very good company. I'm earning a good amount of money itself. I'm even able to help my parents out with something, maybe just a little bit of gifting that you are able to do with your parents, a very big deal for them. Think about what future you are envisioning for you and work hard for it. That will be my major challenge for you. Take it up as a challenge itself, not as an advice, as a challenge that yes, I can do it and I will. What's the harm? You guys think that enjoying college life is very important. Enjoy it. I'm not saying that. But when you go to a good company, you will also have good friends right over there. And with those friends, you can actually enjoy life a little bit better because you will have money of your own as well to spend. You can go out with them, you can travel the entire country, or even if you're in a very good company, then even the entire nation and the entire world, you will be able to travel with them. For example, when I joined Google, I made good friends right over there. We went to Bali, we went to places like Dubai. So, but that was not on my parents' money; it was my on my own, and with friends that I had newly made. We enjoyed. We had house parties. We did a lot of different shit. Of course, not. I will not be saying all that shit on YouTube. Maybe police might catch me, but yeah, but we enjoyed. It's not just your college life that you're enjoying. What do you want to do? Enjoy 4 years of your life and then suffer for the next 10? Is that what your aim is? Think about it. Okay, so a lot of lecturing, a lot of gyan being imposed upon you. I don't want to do that for you guys. Let's skip on this. Let's start with our today's class. Very sorry for a lot of gyan that I posted upon you guys. Okay, so let's get started. So can yesterday we learned about a lot of different things inside of CSS, right? Today we want to start with relative units of measurement. Yesterday we saw an absolute unit of measurement that was basically pixels, right? Now we want to start with the relative unit of measurements, guys. Now, when it comes to relative unit of measurements, there are some famous ones that we are going to discuss that is usually used inside of your building websites as well. But in the future, we will be we will be seeing some other relative units of measurements while doing the project. So I'll be teaching you guys those then. So percentages, then you are having a VH and VW, that is viewport height, viewport width, and then you are having your EM. We are going to discuss all that right now. It is very simple, very easy. Just focus upon the class. You will be able to understand it. Okay. And then we will be going further with classes, IDs, and the rest would be easy. Okay. So let's first try to understand this. We are currently set up our height as 1200 pixels. Are you guys able to see this? Height is 1200 pixels itself. And inside of the index.html, we are having an image. So right now on our website, we are having an image of Asta. Now, if I try to make the browser a little bit smaller, let's assume I'm on the desktop right now. This is my desktop. Okay. So everything looks clean. Everything is looking perfect on my screen. Okay. I'm very sorry. I've not shared my screen once again. Uh, I'm not good with remembering things. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. So now you should be able to see my screen. So yesterday we created this styles.css. We put up the height of the image as 1200 pixels. That is a fixed size, like an absolute unit of measurement we have used right over there. Inside of our index.html, we are having our image. So if you go to our website, this is what our website currently looks like. But this is my desktop, guys, the biggest and the widest screen that is available for me. Let's assume I'm not using my desktop. I'm using a laptop right now. So this will be the size of my laptop screen. Let's assume that this is my size of a laptop screen. As you're able to see, the image is now being cut from the bottom. The image is not becoming bigger or smaller with respect to my screen size. If I look at the same thing using a tablet, then so this is how my website is currently looking like. It does not look nice, right? Again, my image got cut down. If I'm looking at it from a mobile phone, the image has now been cut down from both bottom as well as from the side as well. Now that does not look well. The problem with absolute unit of measurements is no matter on which screen you are seeing the image, no matter what is the size of your screen itself, your image is fixed in size. It's always going to be in height 1200 pixels. It is not going to change with your screen size. Now that's a very big problem, right? Because you don't want a particular person to open up your website inside of your mobile phone and then he has to zoom down, he has to scroll through the entire website to actually see the website itself. It wouldn't look nice, right? So due to that reason, in many of the cases, you have relative units of measurement. Let's assume that I say I want this particular image to have a height of 70% of my screen. Okay, percentage is very simple to understand, right? I want to say that this image should be 70% of the height of my screen. Now, the height of my screen is basically what I'm able to see on my screen, right? Whatever I'm able to see on my screen, that is the browser size itself, that is the height of my particular screen. I want my image to be 70% of the height of my screen. So let us go back, let us change the height from 1200 pixels to 70%. Okay, and let us save this. If we go back to our website and refresh our page, as we're able to see, now the height of my image is 70% with respect to my screen. Now, if I change the height right now, if I'm on my mobile version itself, as you're able to see, the height still remains 70% with respect to my screen. If I look at it from another standpoint, again, if even if I'm changing my height, the image automatically adjusted with respect to the height of my screen itself, guys. Are you guys able to see this? This is the beauty of a relative unit of measurement. Right now, for percentages, I'll be letting you know what is the relation right over here. But as you're able to see, with respect to the height of my screen itself, the image is automatically adjusting to be 70% the height of my screen. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this, guys? Please let me know. Yes. Now, a secondary thing that is there is, now what is the relation? Yes, it is a relative unit of measurement, percentage. But what is the relation right over here? The relationship is with respect to the parent element. So if I'm saying that the image tag is of height 70%, 70% of what is the next question, right? It is 70%. I'm able to understand that, but 70% of what? So 70% of the height of the parent element of our image tag. So can you guys let me know what is the parent element of the image tag right over here? Can you guys let me know what is the parent element of the image tag right over here, guys? Please let me know. We have learned about parents and children and siblings in our previous class. Body tag. Absolutely, yes, guys. So right over here, it is 70% with respect to the body tag. That is the size of our screen itself. Now, instead of using the image tag, let us use a container tag called as the div tag, guys. So we'll use a div tag itself. Now, as we previously mentioned, div tag is a container tag. It actually does not contain anything within it, right? So what we will do is we are going to provide this div tag a particular so div, okay, we're going to select the div tag, we're going to provide it a fixed height and width. Okay, so the height, HEIGST height, let us provide it as 500 pixels. Okay, and width, let us provide it with 50%. Okay, so that is the width that we'll provide, and we'll provide a background color as well as red, so that we are able to see the div tag. Now, because div tag is a container tag and there is nothing present inside of this container, so it will not appear on our screen itself. That is the reason why we have given it a fixed height of 500 pixels, a width of 50%. That means 50% with respect to the parent element. The parent element of this div tag is your normal body tag itself. So 50% of the screen will be covered. And again, because it's a container tag, it does not appear on your screen. That's the reason why we are giving it a background color, so that we are able to see what area does this div tag actually consume from us. So we have given it a background color of red. So we go back to our website, refresh our page itself. As we're able to see, we are able to see the div tag, the container itself, that has the background color of red and the width of 50%. So even if I change the width right now, so as I'm changing the width of the div tag also changes. The width of the div tag also changes right over here. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this and understand this? Please let me know, guys. Yes. So now the secondary question that exists right now is we need to understand something about IDs. Okay. So IDs, so for example, when you guys were in school, right? When you guys were in school, every student had a unique ID by which I could have like pointed him out, right? Roll number 6, roll number 7, you come here. So even though multiple students can have the same name, but every student will have the same ID, the same, the different ID, unique roll number within a school as well. So in such a case, even inside of our HTML as well, let's assume we want to have two div tags. I want to have a div tag inside of the other div tag as well. So due to this particular fact, now there are multiple div tags right over here. Which div tag are you selecting? As you're able to see, there is two div tags right now on our screen, guys. And here I'm selecting that, okay, the div tag should have a height of 500 pixels with a 50% background color of red. So which div tag will be selected? Will only be the first div tag be selected, or what will happen, guys? Could you guys let me know? What do you think will happen? Will only the first div tag be selected and the changes will be applied to it, or the changes will apply to both the div tags? What will happen right over there, guys? Please let me know. What will happen right over there, guys? Please let me know. Only the first one will get selected, or both will get selected right over there? So the answer to this is both will get selected. No matter how many div tags are there inside of the HTML, all the div tags will get applied by the same CSS itself. Now we don't want that, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to provide an ID to both the div tags that uniquely identifies them throughout the entire website. For example, the first div tag, let us provide it the ID of out, and the second div tag will provide it the ID of in. Okay, simple IDs I'm using right over here, out and in. Now the selector, so this is called as the selector, guys. Here we have used the selector as our tag name, that is the HTML tag. You can even use the ID as a selector, because that also uniquely identifies the particular div tag. So you can use, so now to select a particular ID, that is, this is an ID. So you put up a hash to identify that I'm naming an ID right over here. That is out. Okay. Hash out has these particular things applied to it. Okay. Hash out. So hash, why hash? Because it's an ID. So normally to select a proper tag, you directly put the name of the tag, but to select an ID, you put up a hash in front of the ID name. In a similar manner, we can create another like selector ID in, and inside of that we'll put in our height, width, and background color. So let's just copy this from right over here and then apply the changes. We'll put this as 300 pixels. We'll put the width as 20, let's assume 50% itself, and the background color as yellow. Now, as you're able to see, there are two tags that exist right now. Okay, the out tag and the in tag. The in tag is present inside the out tag, guys. The in tag is present inside the out tag. Now, I'm going to give you some options on how the result might be of this particular code. Okay, so I'll put the code on the left hand side and I will draw it out for you guys on the right hand side. I want you guys to think about what will be the result. Please do remember, what is percentage relative of? Can you guys let me know what is percentage relative of, guys? Can somebody let me know what is percentage relative of? So this is the first option, guys. We are having this red color box, inside of which you are having a yellow color box. Okay, this is the first option. The second particular option that I'm going to give you guys is a very simple option. You're having a red box, and then you are having another yellow box right here. Which particular option is the correct option, guys? Can you guys let me know? Is the option on the top correct, or is the option on the bottom correct, guys? Please let me know. Is the option on the top correct, or is the option on the bottom correct? Please do understand this. The in tag is present within the out tag, as well as this is the styling that has been applied. In the out, the width is 50% with respect to the screen, and then in the in, it is 50% once again. So what will be the option that will be correct, guys? The correct option is the second one, the bottom one itself. Now, what is the reason behind it? Try to understand this. The in tag has a width of 50%. The in tag has a width of 50%. Again, what is percentage relative to the parent element? So we go back to our code. What is the parent element of the in tag, guys? What is the parent element of the in tag? The answer is the out tag, right? So as you're able to see, if we go back to our website and refresh our page, the in div tag will take up 50% with respect to the parent element. With respect to the red, it will take up 50% because the parent element of the div tag, that is the in div tag, is the out div tag. So now if I make this smaller as well, it will automatically adjust itself to take up the same space. So if the red div tag is 50% with respect to the body, and the yellow div tag is 50% with the red div tag, that means it is 25% of the body tag. Am I right, guys? It is 25% with respect to the body tag. Am I right, guys? So you have to think about it in such a way. That is how percentages work. Now, the second particular important thing that is there is VW and VH. We first need to understand what is the meaning of the term viewport. So whatever part of the browser that you are actually able to see on your screen, that's called as a viewport. Okay, whatever part of the browser that you are able to see on your screen is called as a viewport. Now you can think about it as the body tag as well. Many people usually compare it to the body tag, that okay, with respect to the body tag, but the actual definition of the term viewport is what you are able to see on your screen. Okay, but nevertheless, if you want to just think about it in the easier terms, which is wrong, okay, which is wrong, never tell this to somebody that it means with respect to the body tag. It is wrong. That is not the definition. The definition is very simple with respect to the viewport, what you are able to see on your screen. But for a common general understanding itself, you can understand it as okay with respect to the body tag. So now in terms of viewport height, that is with respect to the height of our body tag, viewport width, that is with respect to the width of the body tag itself, guys. So for example, even though my in tag is present inside of the out tag, if I change this to 50, or let's assume not 50, let us change it to 70 VW. If I change it to 70 VW, that means 70% of our body tag, not the parent element. 70% of the body tag, not the parent element. The width of the body tag, viewport width, the width of the body tag itself. If I save this, if I go back to my screen and refresh the page, as you are able to see now, the yellow, that is the div in, is 70% with respect to the body tag. It has no connections to the parent element. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. In a similar manner, it can also be with respect to your height as well. So if we make the height as 50%, okay, we make the width as 50% itself, and the height as 70 VH. As you're able to see, viewport height, 70% of the viewport height. That is what I'm changing right now. So the height of my in-div tag will be 70% with respect to the height of my website itself. Whereas the width is 50% with respect to the parent element, because we have used 50%. So we save this, if we go back to our website and refresh the page, as you're able to see now, the height of our in-div tag is 70% with respect to our screen, whereas the width is still 50%. So if I change this, as you're able to see with the changing things as well, it automatically adjusts the heights as well as the width. It automatically adjusts that. Now the red is not getting adjusted in height because it has a fixed height. It is a fixed height of 500 pixels. VW means viewport width. The width of your viewport, the width of the browser itself, or the width of the body tag. VH means viewport height. That is the width, that is the height of your viewport, that is the height of your body tag, that is the height of the browser itself. So as you're able to see, the red div tag is not changing in height. The reason for that is because it has a fixed height. Because it has a fixed height right over there, guys, of 500 pixels. It is not relative to anything. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Any issues whatsoever up till this point of time, guys? Please let me know. Good. Awesome. Now I'm giving you guys the first attendance of today's class. There will be 2 attendances in today's class, guys. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:51. We are going to continue with our class. There will be 2 attendances in today's class. The attendance link is now in the live chat itself. The attendance will be in the live chat for the another 1 minute. After that, I will not be providing you guys with the attendance link. The attendance will be closed exactly at 8:51. Okay, at 8:51, the attendance link will be closed. Please start filling up your attendance right now. Please start filling up your attendance right now. The attendance is in the live chat. The attendance will be closed exactly at 8:51. After 1 minute, I will stop providing you guys with the attendance as well. So please start filling up your attendance right now. Okay, please start filling up your attendance right now itself, guys. After 1 minute, I will not be providing you guys with the attendance. The attendance thing will be closed exactly at 8:51. Okay, please start filling up your attendance right now. Okay, so the attendance link is working absolutely fine. People have already started filling it out as well. Okay, at 8:51, we'll continue with our class, guys. Okay, so small break till 8:51. If you have filled up your attendance, you guys can go to the toilet, drink a little bit of water, whatever you guys want to do in your free time. Okay, I'll just check on some emails itself. Please fill up your attendance, guys. Okay, great. Now, if anybody asks, has the attendance been taken up? Is the attendance done? Just let them know that we don't know what is attendance. I've never heard about what is attendance itself. This is the first time I'm hearing the word that is attendance. Let us try to take fun of some of the people. Okay. So the people are still asking, link is not working. After 4 days, they don't know how the link works. So traffic error, they don't know what to do with the traffic error. I don't know what they were doing for the past 4 days itself. Very good. Form not opening again, like what they were doing for the past 4 days, nobody knows. The rest of the people are fools that they are able to fill up their attendance. They know what to do when they are getting a traffic error itself. They had some God bestow upon them some very great knowledge on how to open up Google Forms that only they know and the rest of the people don't even know as well. Some people don't even know where is the attendance. Great work, guys. Amazing work right over there. So, guys, if somebody asks, has the attendance been taken up? Just let them know. We don't know even what is attendance. What is attendance? I don't even know what is attendance right over here. I've heard this term for the very first time. I need to find its meaning inside of the dictionary itself. Right? Okay. which domain language is the best. So that basically depends upon which domain you are choosing. If you're choosing data science, then it will be Python. If you're choosing cybersecurity, ethical hacking, it will again be Python. If you're choosing web development, and that will be JavaScript. So it will basically depend upon which particular field you are choosing at any particular point of time. Sir can't find the attendance. Again, another great person right over here in the live chat. He's not even able to find the attendance itself. The rest of the 2000 people that filled up the attendance are almost like they don't have any idea, right? They just came out of nowhere and they were able to fill up the attendance. See, guys, whatever bullshit methodologies that you guys are using at any particular point of time to show that you were present in the class, but you were actually not, I've already used that, right? I've seen other people use it as well. There is nothing that you can say to me that will prevent you from not being in class and then missing, or not even missing out a single day of attendance. You will miss 1 or 2 days of attendance, that I'm guaranteeing it to you guys. On some days, I'm going to take up another method of taking up the attendance. So if you're not present in the class, you will not even know how the attendance is being taken up. Right now, it's Google Forms. You guys are familiar with it. One day, I'll just change the methodology of taking the attendance. And if you would have not heard me properly in the class, then your attendance will be gone. I'll just ask that, okay, while filling up your attendance, there will be a particular question. Write your answer as I have attended the class. If you don't write that, that means you are not present in the class itself. I'll make some bullshit changes to the attendance. I will understand who is paying attention, who is not paying attention. Instead of doing that, make sure you are present in the class, you are attending the class properly, because certificates don't have value until unless you have the knowledge associated with them. If you have the knowledge, it's great. If you don't have the knowledge, you are not going to get, like, there's no, you are just wasting your time right over here. Being very frank about it. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, so now that people have filled up the attendance and people are joining the class slowly and steadily itself, we'll be having another set of attendance in the next 5 minutes. So I'll be giving you guys another attendance in the next 5 minutes, and let's see how many people fill that up as well. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the class, guys. Let's continue with the class. Please let me know. Let's start with the class. Let's continue with the class, guys. Right? Okay. So now that we have understood a little bit about percentages, VW, VH, let's now move on to understanding about classes and IDs. Now again, classes and IDs are very important topic when it comes to your web development in general. Okay. Understanding it is very super simple, super easy. You guys were even able to understand IDs very simply, right? Now, what about classes? So in your schools, in your colleges, you were divided into various different classes like class 10A, class 10B, class 10C. Now, even though multiple different students were there in the class, every student had a different name, some of them had the same name, every student had a unique ID as well. But 30 or 40 students had the same class. I can identify one set of students of 30 students directly by saying, okay, all the students of class 10A are going to wear red color clothes tomorrow. I'm able to identify every single student in the class 10A, right? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. We are immediately able to identify all the students that are present in that particular class, right, guys? In a similar manner, when it comes to development as well, sometimes you want some different selectors, okay, some different tags itself to have the same attributes, to have the same styling itself. So instead of like putting up IDs and making the stylings for every single one of them, what do? Is we assign them the same class. That all of these tags are from the same class, that is class 10A. And now class 10A, all the students of class 10A have these particular features on top of it. Let us try to understand this from a particular coding standpoint itself. Let us go back to our code. Let us put up some h1 tags right over here, guys. Okay, h1 tags. And let us put up this is txt text, and we'll copy paste this, let's assume 7 times. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Save it. Let's go back to our website. Let's refresh our page. So as you're able to see, there are 7 h1 tags on our screen, guys. There are 7 h1 tags on our screen. Now I want to make sure that every odd tag is red in color and every even tag is blue in color, guys. That is my aim. Every odd tag is red in color and every even tag is blue in color. Now if I select this by its I like selected it by its tag itself, that is h1 is equals to red, color is red, then all the h1 tags will be red in color. I want the odd tags to be red in color. I want the even tags to be in blue in color. If I use IDs, then I will have to give individual IDs to every single one of these tags, because no two students can have the same ID. They have to have different IDs itself. I have to write the code 7 times. That for the first tag, the color should be red. For the second tag, the color should be blue. For the third tag, the color should be red, and so on and so forth. Again, a very lengthy process right over there. So what I will be doing is I'll be assigning them classes. Classes of odd and even. I will just name these classes. You can name it as anything. I'm naming it as odd and even, just to be like sure that what I'm doing right over here. So let's assume this class I'm naming it as odd, and this class I'm going to name it as even. And I'll just copy paste this for the rest of the tags as well. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control Z, Control V. I'll save it. So as you're able to see, I've given these tags an individual class. Will it be odd or even, then odd, then even, and so on and so forth. Now, instead of selecting the tag or instead of selecting IDs, I can just go back to my styles.css. I'll just remove everything. I can select the class name. Now, my selector will be the class name itself, guys. Here, my class name is my odd. Okay. So for selecting the odd class name, I have to write dot odd because it's a class. Why dot odd? Because it's a class, guys. So for IDs, you use a hash, right, in front of the ID name. Here, because it's a class, we use a dot right over there, guys. And then I'll provide it with the rest of the, that is color should be red in color. And similar to that, I will select the even as well. And I will provide it with color should be blue in color. Now what I'm saying is all the tags that are present inside of the class odd, all the tags that are present inside of the class odd are going to have red color. All the tags that are present inside of the class even are going to have blue color. So if I go back to my website and refresh my page itself, as you're able to see, all the odd tags now have red color, all the even tags have blue color. Now let's assume I don't like one of these tags. I want the middle tag, that is the fourth tag, to be green in color, guys. I want the fourth tag to be green in color. So how am I going to do that? Okay, how am I going to do that? First option is I can use another class right over there, or else, because this is the only tag on my entire website that I specifically want to be green in color, I can use an ID. Because once you have used an ID, you cannot use the same ID on any other tag. Once a roll number has been assigned to a student, no other student can have the exact same roll number. Here, because this is the only tag that I want to be green in color throughout the entire website, I can use an ID. So let us go back. Here, the fourth particular 1, 2, 3, and 4 will provide it with a class as well as an ID of UNQ. Okay. Now the point right over here is I have a class. The class is even. Basically, it is saying that this should be blue in color. The ID is unique, that is UNQ. Now that ID is saying that it should be green in color. What will be the color of our tag, guys? What will be the color of our tag, guys? Please let me know. What will be the same, guys? Please let me know. Green, right? Why? So, for example, if I'm saying all the students in this class are going to wear blue color clothes tomorrow, but you are the one who is going to wear green color clothes. What will happen? Although you are in the same class, but I have now pointed to you in particular that you fellow, you are going to wear green color clothes from today onwards. That is that is what proceeds. And okay, in bulk, I'm saying all of you guys are going to wear blue color clothes, but you are going to wear green color clothes. So the ID has much more preference than classes. So if I go back to my style.css to select an ID, what is the selector, guys? What is the selector to select an ID, guys? Could you guys let me know? What is the selector to select an ID, guys? Could you guys let me know? Hash. Amazing, guys. So hash and the UNQ is going to have a color of GREN green. Let's save this. Let's go back to our website. Let us refresh our page. As you're able to see, the middle tag is now green in color. Now you need to understand one thing. Although I have taught you guys both IDs as well as classes, a general rule of thumb is that you should never use IDs. You should always use classes. The reason for that is you might think that, okay, I'm going to use this particular styling only once throughout the entire website. But when you're actually building websites, it is not just a one page of website. There will be thousands of pages within that website itself. So it's literally impossible that styling will only be used once throughout the 1,000 pages of websites that you are creating. So it is always a good thumb of rule never to use IDs. Always use classes. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Always use classes. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. And the reason were you guys able to understand that why we avoid using IDs at any particular point of time? Were you able to understand that reason as well? That reason is very important right over there. Okay. Are you guys able to understand that reason? Good. Okay, great, guys. So, like I said, guys, IDs, you use it when you want to have something unique on our website. You're never going to use the exact same styling again anywhere on our website. For example, this green H1 tag. We are not going to have any other green H1 tag at any particular point of time on our website, guys. Okay, we are never going to have that. That is the reason why we are using it right over here. Yeah, I think so. My camera stopped working, right? No issues in that. I think so. My camera died right over there. I'm not that beautiful that you guys actually need to look at me. So, nevertheless, we are at the end of our today's class as well. So, there's no issues in that. Right now, I'm going to take up your second attendance for today's class. Okay, give me a second. No issues in that, guys. I know my camera just died right now. Okay, so this attendance will be closed exactly at 9:09, guys. Okay, this attendance will be closed exactly at 9:09. So please start filling up your attendance right now. This is the second attendance of today's class. Those who have missed out on the first attendance, we are not able to help you guys with anything. This attendance will again be provided to you guys with just 1 minute. After that, I will stop providing you guys the attendance. The attendance will be closed exactly at 9:09. The attendance will be closed exactly at 9:09, guys. Again, there are two attendances in today's class. This is the second attendance of today's class, guys, that I'm providing you guys in the live chat. You have to fill both the attendances to get the final attendance of today's class. The attendance will only be provided for 1 minute itself, and the attendance will be closed exactly at 9:09. Okay, please start filling up the attendance right now, and then the class is over. Okay, please start filling up the attendance right now, then the class is over, guys. Okay, again, I'm going to provide the attendance for just a few seconds more. Then I will stop providing you guys the attendance. Please start filling up your attendance right now itself. Okay, so please complete filling up your attendance. I hope that you guys will be able to do that. And we'll meet in our tomorrow's class at the same time. Those who have missed out on their attendance, please make sure you guys are there inside of the classes on time. Otherwise, you are going to mess up the attendance. I'm not going to do anything about it. And don't tell me, sir, the time is less. Everybody who is present in the class has been able to fill up the attendance. Thank you so much, guys. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.